All right. So looking back at sort of when we first started, where was your business, and what were the big pain points?
So the biggest pain points, I was doing the business, I can say, the wrong way. I was, every client, every project was as a one-off transaction. And before start working with you, like I thought this is the best strategy for me. Like there's start and end, we know the scope, and like everybody on the same page. However, what I I was doing that for almost 3 years, and I was always chasing my tail, and it's like a hamster in a wheel, like running. There's no end because it's no predictability. I cannot scale because I don't know how many clients I will close next week and so forth. So when I start working with you, you explain me the power of retainers, and with you we tackle this pain point. We changed my business models, and almost 1 year later, we have maybe less than 5% of one-off projects. Everything else is retainer.
Right. And so in about a year, your retainer dollars have grown from 0 to.
Yes. So right now if we're talking about only retainers, it's close to 65,000-70,000 a month.
That's not so bad, is it?
What do you mean bad?
Well, you know, like you look at your bank account on the first of the month, and all this money shows up, right? That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. We have recurring charge upfront, so it's on different dates. But yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
And so tell me, like, what? So other than someone saying you should do retainers, what changed? Like, what made that possible?
Understanding what we do, like what value we bring. I like that analogy you gave me when we start working. You said you work like a mechanic. Like think how long will it take to fix something, then calculate number of hours and multiply it by a number of the dollar amount, and this is how you come up with the scope of work, the price estimate, and you change my how I think about my service is like what value I bring to the client, and based on that value, price my service. So it was changed in like not mind, how you say it, like in the way I think about this.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and sure, absolutely. And how hard was it for you to sort of make that, you know, to like once you made the mindset shift, how hard was it for you to sort of turn those thoughts into action, you know, into retainer dollars?
In my case, it was I implemented right away because I just didn't have luxury, I didn't have time.
Yeah.
So I couldn't like say it like, oh, it's not comfortable, anything. I have to implement as soon as possible because I did not have much money left on my bank account, and I have to do what you tell me to do, like to implement. Yeah. So like if we're talking about time, less than 1 month.
Yeah, it was actually, I noted it down. It was 8 days.
Okay, so.
Yeah, so in 8 days, you were able to go from you know, nothing to something, you know, something secure. Yeah. That's awesome. So like what difference has this made in the way that you work in your business?
So it made huge difference because now I can predict my revenue, and when I predict my revenue, I can invest back in the business and I can scale in terms of hiring people or investing in something like a website, develop our website better so it's more user friendly, so it have more resources for our clients and so forth. Also reinvest into customer journey, like how our clients interact with us, as well as improve our services. So basically, it gave me ability to grow as well as improve the service we provide.
Yeah. Now what's really exciting, I think, is like you've taken this business from something that's like it has no momentum and it had no momentum and it had no sort of consistency to it, and you've been able to build a healthy amount of ongoing revenue, and your relationships with your clients have extended quite a bit, so you know more about them.
Yes.
And also you've had more predictability in what your team needs to do. So
yes.
So they are probably better at what they do as well, right?
Correct. Yes. So right now, in the past, I was the center of, I was the main point of contact. So everybody was asking me. I just had a bunch of assistants who were asking me questions. I'm answering, tell them what to do, and they did it. Right now, we have a team where we train them, and they learn on their own, and they improve and develop, and they then contribute back into the company to develop even further.
Right. So right. So rather than it being like, Andriy in the middle and
yes.
a bunch of helpers, right?
Yes.
Now you're leading a team.
Correct.
That's delivering value.
Yes.
And you don't have to write copy or design emails or playing Klaviyo unless you want to, right?
Yeah. Yes. Correct.
Right. And so how have you been able to like take all that energy that you used to put into serving clients? Who do you serve now?
I serve, if you're talking about personally me, I serve probably my team the most of my time.
Right.
And I develop, like I work on my business and also serve my team.
Right. And that's great. And you just said before that team is able to invest themselves in the business too, right?
Correct.
So instead of you investing in chasing a deal, you're now investing into employees or into your team that are also investing into the company. So you're getting kind of like 2 for 1, right?
Yes. Correct.
Yeah, that's super exciting. When we started, I know that you did all the sales.
Yes.
And you did all the account management, and you did
everything.
You did everything. You did the billing. You did you did the taxes. You did absolutely everything. So who does the sales now?
So one of account managers that I hired in February, I knew that his background was in sales, but at that moment I didn't need help with sales because I just need help with accounts, because I was managing close to 25 clients myself. So I had to hire somebody else to help me with that. So he was working as account manager, and recently we promoted him to salesperson. So he works as account manager as well as a salesperson.
Right. So you don't have to be on every sales call?
Actually, I don't even. I hardly attend sales call at this moment. Not because I don't want to. I just don't have time.
Right, but like where are you spending your time instead of sales calls? Because that used to be basically, selling the revenue and keeping the revenue was basically everything you did all day long for 25 clients.
Yes.
So we found out you're investing in your time into your team and developing them. What else are you doing? If you're not on sales calls all day long.
Mm-hmm.
are you doing things like creating partnerships?
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. I mean, we are developing a lot of like products, like free products as well, the digital products as
Yeah.
well as like producing courses, like developing partnership with different companies, thinking to introduce new kind of services to our agency. But yeah, so there's 100 things I'm working on
Right.
every day. So
But these are the things that are investing in the growth of your business, not the survival of your business.
correct, 100%.
Yeah. And what kind of change has that made for you personally, like emotionally, or when you're not worried,
I'm
oh my God, if we're going to go out of business.
yeah. So one of team members said it was funny to follow to check because we use Loom to record quick
Yeah.
videos in our company. So he said like it was funny to check your videos in December last year and like April of this year because there was so much stress and you look like stressed, depressed, and all of that, and now you're like relaxed. Like you're like the way you speak is more like slowly. So the level of stress from here it like went almost down to zero.
Wow. So zero stress, growing revenues, no sales calls, no account management. Jeez, you
Yes.
make it sound so easy.
Yeah, it's like overnight success, which took me almost 5 years to do.
Yeah. So what's next for Flowium?
There's two big things. So first thing, we want to be, right now we're 99% a service-based business. We
Yep.
want to be 50-50 like educational platform and 50% like service-based business.
Yep.
And as well as adding retention marketing channels like rewards program or mobile app. So
Cool.
those kind of things.
That's awesome.
I'm not sure when it will happen, but it's on the horizon.
Yeah. So what do you think were the biggest things that you learned during our work?
First of all, how agencies work, marketing or web agency, how they work, how to do business with other businesses, like how potential clients see me or see our company, and how to value what I do or we do now.
Yeah.
Because at that moment it was like, yeah, anybody can do email marketing.
Yeah. I remember that. You're like, like you just set it up and do it. Like it's not a big deal. Like I mean, I can't believe people pay me for this anyways. Yeah, that was.
I'm still have an issue with like money. I'm like much better when we started, but I still have that problem because the contract I signed with you, not like with your help.
Yeah.
We negotiated some revenue share.
Yep.
And the revenue part was in August. So they pay us flat fee like $3,000, $2,750, and the revenue share. So the revenue share was 23,000 per month, one invoice. And it was, I was thinking that they will fire us. I was talking to my sister. She's like also in business, and like should I just like forget that invoice and not send it to them, so, like put it in half, or like. And she said, like, did they complain about that? Like, no, but like, I feel bad, so we're charging them so much. I mean, like, we brought them close to 60% of their revenue came from emails,
right.
Which is like close to 600,000 that month.
Yeah.
But I still felt very bad about charging them that kind of money.
Are you still doing business with them?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I know. Like
Right.
I hear you, but like mentally,
Yeah, yeah.
I like.
But so just to like put a fine point on it. Um, so you had a, a client that you were charging $3,000 a month, right? And then in 1 month, you made $26,000 from them.
Mhm.
That's pretty good. Like
And it's
that's
amazing.
that single invoice is bigger. It was more than the revenue you were doing when we met.
Yes, 100%.
That's all right. That's good. Well, I'm super happy that that you get to this place. I mean, you're let's see, whatever you were like $75,000 a month or whatever. You're like
Yes.
dangerously close to having a seven-figure business, which you'll probably have, by the time we're done talking here, because you're like two clients away. So that's pretty exciting. When we started, could you see $1 million a year business?
No, 100% no. Like I wrote a post on LinkedIn and you commented to that. Like I was on the edge. I was thinking, I know I put it in December, but actually it was really like September before we start working with you. I was on the edge and I thought it's not the right business. It's another like failing business. And only you're the only person who I thank, thanks to you, I turned that around, and now I'm like there's no other way. This is the only way. This is the only business I can do. No.
That's amazing. I mean, that's amazing from from being ready to shut it down
Mhm.
to to touching seven figures.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
yeah,
I think
and
I, I think
I
you should give yourself a pat on the back.
yeah, I'm not now. More proud of myself than I was before I start working with you.
Yeah,
And it's also opened a lot of doors to different kind of partnership. Like Klaviyo company invited us to do marketing collaboration. So we record the course with them, and I believe they're releasing it this week.
so
So
that's exciting.
they ask us to contribute to their course.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. And a lot of videos we create on YouTube,
Yep.
releasing new course probably in a month or so, and so forth.
Yeah. Well, bravo to you. Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome. Great work. All right. That's all I got.
Cool.
Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate it.
Sure. I hope they find something useful. By the way, I did something similar a few months ago.
Oh, yeah. No, I know that we had that video. They just very specifically wanted this to be interview style.
No. I'm talking about, I did, which you probably hire some marketing person or marketing
Yeah.
consultant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hired the same thing, and the first thing they told me to interview a few of my best clients, and I did it. So we like revise all our website, the way we sell, the presentation. It's like it's night and day, like what I was doing then and now. But it costs a lot of money, but it's worth it every time.
Yeah, and I'm like your growth has just been phenomenal. It's really good.
Thank you. Not as fast as I believe other agencies grow, but I just don't want to hire anybody just to grow. I'm like very slow on hiring.
Yeah, and
right people.
Just to be clear, agencies that talk about growing really super extra fast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they are often not very good at what they do. Right? They put together great deals and they land a bunch of great, like they have a good sales process, not a good delivery process. That's all.
This is what I noticed, because there's like few biggest agency like known in email marketing, and we already have few clients of theirs. They run away to other agencies, and we catch them.
That's pretty exciting. That's awesome. Yeah.
Cool. Tim, a question
Yeah.
for you. We like not this month. So, I mean, we'll talk later about this, but I just want to see if you're open to this. We have a podcast, email marketing podcast, and I would like to invite you to the podcast if you're open to this, and to talk about like how to like hire the right agency, because you work as a consultant for agencies, you work on the other side, and I think you have better perspective.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll send you email when we are ready to do that. Okay.
Yeah. Right. You can send them anytime. That's
okay.
That's cool.
Sounds great. Is there anything else I can do to help you somehow, or I don't know if there anything I can do?
You know, referrals are always appreciated if you know other folks that need help. And obviously, I would be thrilled to help you continue to grow if there are parts of your business that are sticky that you need help with. Completely happy to jump in again.
Okay, sounds great. In terms of referrals, 100%. I like always like telling about you. In terms of me growing, maybe January I'll go back, because right now it's, you know, the holiday season. It's
oh
like
yeah,
everybody's
it's
crazy.
really hard. Yes, totally get it. But
yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. But send the invite for the podcast whenever.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you, Tim. Bye.
See ya. Bye.